96.7 The Eagle and 967theeagle.net going to bring you another huge party this Labor Day weekend. It is the return of Brews and BBQ presented by Parsons Collision Center. This year we move it to the Rockford Speedway, and this year we're doing two nights. We're going to talk about Saturday night. Saturday night, September the 3rd at the Rockford Speedway. We are going to bring you Quiet Riot. And we have a special guest joining us on the phone right now. Frankie Benelli from Quiet Riot is with us. How you doing, man?
Captain Jack, how you doing, my friend?
Good, man, good. We're looking forward to Labor Day weekend. It's going to be here before you know it, and we bring in Quiet Riot for our second annual Brews and BBQ. And, man, we're excited to have you guys in. We kicked this thing off the first time last year with Brett Michaels, and we thought, you know what? How can we top this? How can we make this bigger and better this year? And Quiet Riot, man, we're going to bring you in and party down.
Well, I'm really looking forward to doing this gig at the Rockford Speedway. And I got to tell you and everyone that Rockford, Illinois will always have a very special place in my heart and in the history of Quiet Riot, because on November 15th of 1983, the day after my birthday, we were playing at the Metro Center, opening up for Black Sabbath on the Born Again tour.
Right.
And that night, you know, when you get your numbers for Billboard, what your chart position is going to be for the next number, you get it a week ahead of time. And that particular evening was the greatest birthday present I've ever gotten, because we found out that next week we had toppled Michael Jackson and the Police, and Mental Health was going to be number one on the Billboard chart. So Rockford, Illinois forever will be just burned into my brain as one of the greatest moments of my life. Not to mention the fact that Rick Nielsen, you know, came to the show with his kids, and then we went over and partied with Rick Nielsen at his house until we had to leave the next morning.
Sure.
A lot of history there.
I know, and all us rock fans here in Rockford, you know, we know the history of Quiet Riot. We know, you know, the first ever, you know, hard rock heavy metal band to get the Billboard 200s, to hit the number one spot. But the fact that has a Rockford tie-in, that is so awesome. I had no idea.
Oh, yeah, and listen, any city that starts with the word rock, you cannot go wrong, okay? Anything that follows rock is great, and Rockford is great.
Frankie Benelli from Quiet Riot is joining us. They're coming to town Labor Day weekend. It's Brews and BBQ presented by Parsons Collision Center. We're doing two nights this year at the Rockford Speedway. Saturday night, it's all about 96.7 The Eagle, and we are bringing in Quiet Riot. Man, I got to tell you, I've been waiting to talk to you. We have a mutual friend, a mutual acquaintance, which I think is just... It tells you how small this world is when you think the world is just so huge and it's spinning so fast. A guy that I grew up down the street from, went to school with, and we played sports together and all that kind of stuff. I'm talking to him randomly, and he's like, you know, he's got an art dealership. He's an artist. He's got this studio. And he's like, man, do you know who one of my clients is? Do you know who one of the guys that I deal with is? It's Frankie Benelli from Quiet Riot. And I went, no way. And then the ball just started rolling there. We were getting ready to put this show together, you know, 6, 8, 9 months ago, whatever it was. And I'm like, that would be absolutely perfect for Brews and BBQ. And he put me in touch with you, man. Small world out there.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Well, since I got you here on the line, I want to talk about the documentary that came out a little while back. Well, you're here now. There's no way back. The Quiet Riot documentary. And I've told people in this office, my midday girl, Lori, and anybody that has not seen this yet, I'm a 41-year-old grown man. And at any level in your life, if you watch this documentary and you don't get a little choked up in this movie and laugh as well, the emotional roller coaster that this documentary takes you on, it's amazing.
Yeah, you know, it's been an amazing experience, because, you know, having the documentary come out has given me the opportunity to really, because, you know, I'm not the kind of person that sits there and looks, you know, sits around every day and looks back on my history and say, you know, wasn't this great or this wasn't so great. You know, I just live my life, but the movie gave me an opportunity to put a lot of things into perspective and actually put, you know, some demons to rest and
Sure.
And be able to really take it all in.
We're looking forward to having you guys in town. The show is Saturday, September the 3rd. It is Brews and BBQ at the Rockford Speedway. We get a fantastic nationally known Zeppelin tribute called Kashmir. They're going to open up the show, and then you guys headline and rock us out on Labor Day weekend at the Rockford Speedway. So looking forward to this, man, having you in town and having Quiet Riot headline the second annual Brews and BBQ. It's going to be a party.
Captain Jack, is going to be so much fun. on. You're just going to have to steer me in the right direction and then try to keep me from jumping up on stage and playing Moby Dick with the support act.
Frankie Manali from Quiet Riot, thank you so much for joining us. We're looking forward to it. It's Brews and BBQ 2 presented by Parsons Collision Center. 2 nights this year, September 2nd and 3rd. September 3rd out at the Rockford Speedway. You get Quiet Riot. Thanks, Frankie. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, and Rockford rocks with Quiet Riot.